Well, couldn't ask for better weather by any means. We're not talking too much rainfall, and the rain chance that we do have happened overnight. The only concern that we have today is some strong winds out of the south, and we'll get into the reason for that here in a second. But satellite radar continues to keep us dry. A few clouds on the occasion as we progress in this afternoon. It was a sunny start for many across central Illinois earlier this morning, but as we progress in the afternoon, there's a few more clouds. Don't let that disappoint you. The sun will still be in full force in many cases, but you can see that area of low pressure. Of course, that's up towards the Dakotas and Minneapolis, Minnesota, and with that comes the chance of precipitation. Now, we're not getting a whole lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, but we're getting some to allow for some rain chances moving down the line, but it's really the strong winds today that's really something to take note. Area of low pressure, area of high pressure interacting. Everything around an area of high pressure moves in clockwise rotation, so we get some southerly winds fed in from there. Everything around an area of low pressure moves in a counterclockwise, so they're just moving at opposite directions, but they happen to meet up right here in central Illinois. And with both of these being strong, that's why we're getting some strong winds. Now, if one of them was weak, it would be still breezy, but nonetheless, strong winds today. So winds out of the south-southwest, 20 miles per hour sustainably with gusts upwards about 40. And whenever you look at this, the most impactful areas are going to be if you're traveling east to west at high speeds, most importantly. So that would be I-72, I-74, I-70 in of itself. If you're traveling on interstates, that's really where you're going to start to notice those strong winds really becoming an issue, especially if you're in a high-profile vehicle. Either way, 40 miles per hour for your gusts does not meet wind advisory criteria, but as we get into tomorrow, you can see it kind of moves off towards the east. We're still kind of in an area that's going to be breezy, but we're not getting the strong winds. Instead, that's going to push off closer to Ohio and Indiana as we head into tomorrow, but we still feel the effects today. Out of the south right now, upwards about 37 miles per hour, almost 40 already today for your peak wind gusts, and it's only going to continue to increase. Some communities may see peak wind gusts just over 40, I think, but those are going to be more isolated communities. But temperatures, this is a positive side to today's forecast. 61 degrees out in Jacksonville, 59 in the state capital, 57 here in Decatur, still 55 in Champaign, but either way, everyone's nearly 30 degrees above our average high of about 35 to 36 degrees. And on top of that, we are getting that sunshine out there on a Florida America Tower camera. Sure, it's windy, so this camera's shaking, but what I'm looking at right now, those windmills are going, and that's allowing for a little bit of an energy saving there if the winds can continue to be relatively strong today. So clouds continue to push through as we head into this afternoon. I think there could be a sprinkle up towards Peoria area. I'm saying on the extreme side, maybe an opportunity in Bloomington, but there is a kind of dry air aloft right now that's going to allow for some of those rain chances to erode. We start to get into your Friday. Plenty of sunshine to start off the day there, even through the afternoon. We're saying mostly sunny conditions, so even warmer to wrap up your work week. But that's also whenever we start to talk about overnight chance for some showers, and whenever you consider how much sunshine we have and the warmth, there's enough instability to allow for a few rumbles of thunder going into Saturday morning. So here we are just after midnight. Maybe a few embedded thunderstorms on the occasion brings an isolated community upwards to a quarter, an inch, maybe even half an inch on an extreme occasion associated with those rain chances. Again, only if there's an embedded thunderstorm would you see more rainfall. But your Roto-Rooter 70 forecast continues to show a lot of positivity in this. The one downside we do have in this forecast going into the weekend is some colder air settling in, but even then, temperatures still remain above our average of 35 degrees. We're keeping an eye on some precipitation chances going into Monday morning. Could see some rain, could see some snowflakes. We're going to break that detail down coming up in the next half hour.